Right. So welcome back, guys. In this particular session, let's talk about the ticks. Right. As you can see right now in the front of your screen as well, that we are having two types of ticks, guys: hard tick and the soft tick. Very easy topic. So we are having the hard tick and we shall be having the soft tick. We'll talk about the differentiating features between these two. But first of all, let me tell you that if we are talking about the ticks, guys, right, then if we talk about the ticks, basically they are having first of all two types: hard tick and the soft tick. What are the names of the hard tick and the soft tick? We'll come to that. But for now, let me talk about the morphology first, right? If we talk about the hard tick, right, it is having a thick covering over the body surface that is called as the scutum, right? But the soft tick, it is not having the scutum, right? It is having a chitin layer about the just above the body surface. It is having a chitin layer, right? That is called as the scutum, but that is absent in the soft tick, right? One more point over here. If you look at the body shape, you can see that they are having the oval shape. They are having the oval shape. So I am talking about the morphology right now, and in the morphology, I shall say that they are having the oval shape, right? They are having the oval shaped body, right? One more thing, I can see that how many pairs of legs are present over here, guys? Oval shaped body. How many pairs of legs are present over here? We can see one pair, right? I can see 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? So two pairs of the legs are present anteriorly, and two pairs of the legs are present posteriorly, or you can say dorsally and ventrally. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4. So total 8 legs, but 4 pair of legs are present over there, right? Okay. Then if you talk about the soft tick, same guys, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 pairs of legs are present over there. So I shall write that they are having the 4 pairs of legs. Can you see the antennae? No, we don't see the antennae over here. So they are not having the antennae, right? They are not having the antennae, right? Here we will be seeing that thorax and the abdomen, they are fused together, right? They are having 4 pairs of legs. The thorax and abdomen are fused together. So we are seeing that they are having the fused cephalothorax. Head and the thorax part are fused, right? And the abdomen. So fused cephalothorax. So cephalothorax means head and thorax is actually fused together, and there is abdomen. So we can say they are having the fused cephalothorax and abdomen. Okay. For example, in the lice, we were talking about the head, we were talking about the thorax, we were talking about the abdomen, and we were talking about segments. Over here, we are not talking about like that, right? So the soft tick and the hard tick. Hard tick, I can see the head over here, right? Head I can see very nicely, right? I can see the head very nicely. Can I see the head over here? I can't see the head over here. I can't see the head over here. But it's not that they are not having the head. They are having the head, but it's just that we are not able to see that. Head is actually hiding more ventrally. So that's why we are not able to appreciate the head as far as soft tick is concerned, right? So that's why I can say the head is present, or you can say head is present in both the hard tick and the soft tick, but it's just that we can see the head in the hard tick but not in the soft tick. Okay. Now guys, once we have talked about that, so I shall be talking about the differences between the hard tick and the soft tick. So if we talk about the hard tick and the soft tick, guys, what could be the differences over here, right? So let's talk about one by one. By the way, hard tick is also called as the Ixodidae, right? Ixodidae family, and it is coming from the Argazidae family. Okay, please do remember that, because sometimes they are just mentioning about the Ixodidae, right? So at that point of time, you need to understand that they are talking about the soft tick, or if it is Argazidae, then that is the soft tick. Okay, Ixodidae is hard tick. Okay, guys. So if you talk about the morphology, we have already talked about, however, that they are having the layer of scutum, right? They are having a layer of chitin present over the body surface, right? But scutum will be absent. Scutum will be absent in the soft tick. Dorsally visible capitulum, that means the mouth part are visible over there, head is visible over there, but capitulum is visible ventrally. They are more ventrally. That's why on the top you will not be able to appreciate. You might not be able to appreciate the head. For example, over here we saw that we are not able to see the head over here. It is present more ventrally. That's why we are not able to appreciate that. But over here we can see the head very nicely as far as hard tick is concerned, right? Okay. Some few more points, guys. If we talk about the eyes are present more dorsally, and obviously the eyes will be present more on the lateral surface if you talk about the soft tick, right? So obviously eyes will be present over there near the head only, so that's why we are talking about that. So feeding time, it will be longer for the hard tick, it might be from days to the weeks, right? And if we talk about the soft tick, then it might be shorter, that is about hours to days, right? So that is also very important. And if we talk about the hard tick, right, it will be completely depending on the host. Without host, they will not be able to survive at all. But that is not the case for the soft tick, guys. Soft tick might be surviving, right, for a long period of time. Even if they are not finding the host, they might be surviving for a very long period of time. But that is not the case for the hard tick or the exotic tick. So let's talk about that as well. So host species and mode of dwelling, right? So they are usually non-nidicolous. That means that they will be finding the host and remains attached throughout the life stage. If that is not the case, then they will be dying, right? Next point over here, that on the other side, the soft tick, they will be actually inhabits the nest. They might be present in the burrows of the host, right? In the burrows of the host, or they might be, if they are not able to find the host also, then also they might be surviving for a very long period of time as compared to the hard tick, right? Now, so hard tick, if you talk about, they will be targeting the new host in each life stage, right? If you talk about the soft tick, on the other hand, the adult and the nymphal stages feed on the same host. So hard tick might be surviving, might be looking for the different host, but soft tick might be looking for the same host only. The hard tick, they might be targeting the small rodents or the larger mammals and the human, for example. And if you talk about the soft tick, they will be targeting the birds, the bats, and in some cases the cattle and man as well, right? Lifespan will be shorter as far as hard tick is concerned, as I told you, because they are completely dependent on the host, and they are usually dependent on the human. Basically the host is human for them, right? So they will be present over there, and if they will be removed from the human, for example, they will be removed by any kind of method, right, then they might not be able to survive. But that is not the case for the soft tick, right? So soft tick, the lifespan is longer. Usually they might be exceeding for about 2 years, right? So that is really long. If you talk about the life cycle, guys, 3 basic stages can be seen. The larvae will be there. So first stage over here, I can see that is the larvae. Second stage, I can see that they are actually, so first stage will be eggs. Actually from the eggs, the larvae will be hatching out, and then there will be the nymph and then adult. So 4 stages I can see over here. So first one, right, first one is the eggs, right? So stages I shall write over here. I shall write the stages, right? I shall write the stages. Stages, I can see that in the first stage, right, in the first stage, then the second stage, third one, and the fourth one, right? Very easy. First stage, okay, say with me. First stage will be the eggs, right? After that, larva will be hatching out. After that, there will be the nymph, as you can see over here, right? Eggs, then larva, and then nymphs, and then adult, right? So nymph, and then fourth stage will be adults as far as life cycle is concerned, right? If you talk about the soft tick, there could be the 11 stages. So it is really long as far as soft tick is concerned, where the nymphal stages may be characterized by 2 to 8 distinct cycles, right? So from the egg, larva will be hatching out, and from the larva, nymph will be hatching out, and from the nymph, the adult will be formed. Now nymph will be having so many substages. That's why the stages will be actually prolonged longer for the soft tick, right? Single blood meal and molt between the stages, right? And here we are seeing that multiple blood meals can be there as far as soft tick is concerned, right? So again, look at the structure of the hard tick and the soft tick. Hard tick is comparatively having the head seen over there, 4 pairs of legs are present over there, scutum or chitin layer is present over the body surface. As far as soft tick is concerned, the head is not visible, it is more ventrally, right? And eyes are more laterally. As far as soft tick is concerned, 4 pairs of legs are present over here itself, chitin layer or scutum is absent over here, right? And we can see that the longer life cycle is seen in the soft tick as compared to the hard tick. Hard tick are completely dependent on the host. No, for soft tick, they are not completely dependent on the host. They might be surviving for 2 years as far as soft tick is concerned, and if you talk about the hard tick, they might be surviving for just a month or so, right? So that they are the different important points as far as hard tick and soft ticks are concerned. I would like to add one more point over here, and that is about the diseases, that what diseases are caused by the soft tick and what diseases are caused by the hard tick. So let's talk about them as well, and then it will be much complete table, right? So let me talk about the diseases as well, guys. right? So in this particular right, I'm just continuing this table over here itself, right? So here we shall talk about the diseases also. So if we talk about the heart tick, guys, heart tick, what kind of diseases we shall be writing over here? So diseases, if you talk about, then heart ticks are having so many of diseases which they can cause actually. For an example, they might be causing the tick typhus. So one more typhus came over here, isn't it? Epidemic typhus was caused by louse or lice. Endemic typhus, I told you it was caused by flea. And now I am talking about the tick typhus, which is obviously caused by the tick only. But which tick? That is the heart tick, right? Okay. Along with that, there could be viral encephalitis. Viral encephalitis, right? There could be the viral fever because of heart tick, right? There could be the viral fever. There could be babesiosis. There could be Lyme disease, right? Lyme disease. There could be tularemia, right? There could be Casanor forest disease, right? So the list is really long as far as heart ticks are concerned, right? Mainly what you need to remember is the Lyme disease. You need to remember about the babesiosis. You need to remember about the tick typhus. Obviously, you will not forget the tick typhus, and you need to remember about the tularemia. Casanor forest might be caused by the heart tick also, and it might be caused by the soft tick also. Okay, so it is common for both the ticks, right? Casanor forest disease. Okay, if you talk about, if you will compare it with the soft tick, guys, what can be the diseases over here? Casanor forest, I will be stretching it towards the soft tick also, right? So Casanor forest, guys, if I will be talking about what could be the diseases which we shall talk about, that could be the relapsing fever. That could be the relapsing fever, and there could be the Q fever, right? Q fever, you know that it is caused by Coxiella burnetii, right? That is your special microbiology MCQ as well, right? So relapsing fever, Q fever, we need to remember in the category of the soft tick as far as disease are concerned, and in the heart tick we are having a long list: viral fever, viral encephalitis, tick typhus, right? Lyme disease, and tularemia, babesiosis and all, right? Casanor forest disease is common for both the ticks over there, right? For the prevention part, guys, I would like to tell you that what kind of insecticide you might be using over here, right? You might be using the DDT. You might be using the DDT, or you might be using the malathion, right? Or you shall be using one more thing, that is the benzyl benzoate. Benzyl benzoate. Okay. Obviously, with that, proper sanitation measures and proper hygiene. These are the measures which you should be taking care of. Proper sanitation measures, right? You should be actually considering the proper hygiene and all, right? That will be tremendously decreasing the chances of spreading of the ticks, definitely, right? So that was about the tick, guys, right? Thank you.